that. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Chris Hawkes, and this is your Best Life Defined. How you doing today? Are you rocking it? Are you getting it done? How's it feel to wake up? How's it feel to wake up to your life every day? That's an important question. That's what living your best life is really all about. I'm not getting it yet. Maybe I'm kind of discovering this thing that I'm not really connecting. There's some people that listen to me that are like, I don't know, this is kind of nuts. And I get it. I get it. That's why I keep showing back up, because that's where success comes from. That's where living your best life comes from. See, if you're willing to show back up and do it again and risk failure again, there has to be something within you that drives that. And what is it? What would drive a guy like me to endure what I endure internally? Because of course, no matter how good I do this, it's not going to be good enough. There are mistakes and there are going to be background noises, and I'm thinking to myself, oh yeah, maybe they're right, I suck. So for all the trolls out there that are sitting around, all those people who look at me and go, oh, what is he doing now? Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you're right. That's how I feel inside. I think, yeah. And then I do it again. Because that's where success comes from. That's where living your best life is born. It's not born within the things that you've currently accomplished. It's born within the things you have yet to do. You get that? So I show up here every day and I do what I do. And the ticket is that if it sucks, and that's okay, because I can't spend any time worrying about what you think of me or what I do, because that will disable me. That will cripple me. That will cause me to shrink away. And I guess I get it. This is where Brene Brown talks about being in the wilderness. Standing out there where no one else is, where it's scary and you're exposed, and there's a risk that they could shame you and they could talk smack about you and they could make you feel inadequate. But there's power in standing up and saying, hey guys, guess what? I'm still here. What about you? Hey guys, guess what? I am working towards something better, not only for me, but for you. I'm taking the time to share a story with you, because when I look at my life, the things that we have managed to do, my wife and I have managed to do, it works. It works. And really, let's just cut this to the chase. What is this living your best life really about anyway? It's about waking up and doing more stuff you love and less stuff you hate. That's really it. You wake up and you say, what's my best life look like? Well, I can do the same thing I did yesterday, and the same thing the same thing I'll do tomorrow, or I can take a step back and say, what would I like to do? And even if that thing is not possible right now, you take a step towards it. You take an action towards making that happen, and guess what? Before you know it, bam, it's there. Does it mean you won't fail? Yeah, sure, you fail. The bigger the dreams, the bigger the failures. That's just the way it is, and it sucks. I mean, this is a big one, because, I mean, when you think about it, I'm out in front of the world. My whole reputation, as far as most people are concerned, is on the line. They're ashamed. In fact, it's funny. People are afraid to share my stuff. The people who know me and love me are actually, they don't share my stuff because they're not sure how their friends will take it. And I'm good with that. Because guess what? No matter what the world thinks of what you do, the only opinion that matters is yours. And that's what limits our ability to go ahead and access our life. See, I look at life, and life is just a cube. Basically, it reminds me of when you would do like Sim City or something like that, where the whole map is like blocked out gray, and as you start moving, things open up, and then there's like, you'll find a tree, and then there might be a plantation. It's most of those simulators, those life simulators, where you create towns and cities. That's how they work. You open the map up as you go. When you think about it, that is exactly how our life is set up. See, right now, I sit where I am, and I'm not famous. I'm not a famous podcaster. I'm not a published author yet, but guess what? I'm pushing in all of those directions. And even when I think that things aren't going to go my way, even when I think, oh, God, that sucks, or I'm sitting there in front of the computer at 9 o'clock at night, and I'm editing that book, and it's not going well, or I just cannot quite get the concept past tense, right? I'm over here fighting with Grammarly and doing what I do. You know what I do? I go to bed and I wake up the next day and I do it again. I try it again. Well, that's the secret to success. And in the end, that's the foundation of living your best life. All right, let's just be hypothetical here. I want to bring you around to this because I think it's important that you gain the true concept of what this means, what it means to actually try again, right? You look at your life where it is right now. Let's just say you have not taken any action in any direction to do anything to change your life for the better. Pick something that's cool, that's amazing, that you'd be inspired by. I'll give you a minute. Now you take that thing and you focus on it every day, and that's the ticket. I link this activity to your phone. So when you wake up in the morning and you pick up that phone, the first thing you should do is think about what that thing is you'd like to see in your life, and pick something that's pretty cool. All right, like me, doing the podcast, going out and walking, talking, working out in the park is a pretty cool thing, or kayaking, anything like that. It doesn't have to be as major as what I'm doing. Maybe it's just something you truly enjoy, but you haven't gotten into, right? Pick that thing and take action on it every day. Try and figure out a way to incorporate that thing into your life. You take this back to that map where you're exploring your world, right? And you move over this direction. You're trying to golf more. And pretty soon, guess what? As you push on that map, guess what happens? Eventually, you're going to find yourself out at the golf course. And maybe it's not every weekend. Maybe it's just once. Maybe it's just this weekend. Maybe just this weekend you listen to this podcast and you're like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go golfing. I'm going to go golfing. I'm going to set some money aside and I'm just going to say, let's do this. I'm going to have a conversation with my partner, maybe invite them along and say, you know what, let's just bite the bullet and do this. The cool part about it is once you've opened that map up, it's open. Once you've opened that map up, you can always go back to it now because that's an area of your life you've explored and you know what that's about. And once you open that up, there's no hurdle in repeating it, right? There's no hurdle in you saying, okay, well, you know, we golf. Okay, well, let's golf. I have kayaks, I have snowshoes, I have day packs, I have backcountry packs. We can do any of that at any time, right? I have all these skills. And what's cool about this try it again is even if you fail, it's okay because guess what? You always get another chance. At least until you die, right? As long as you wake up, there's one more opportunity for you to do something with your life that you haven't done yet, to explore a part of your map that you haven't seen anything or don't know anything about, right? So, call of action. There's a call to action. That's a sales term, right? And if I were selling you something, I'd be like, okay, now that you've listened to my spiel, are you going to buy 900 of these units? I'm not selling anything. If you're interested, if you're ready for something different in your life, if you're looking at something in your life that you just can't seem to get past, you can't seem to make happen, try again. Try again. Wake up tomorrow. Take action towards that thing, investigate, learn something about it, examine your failures, examine the reasons, the excuses why you haven't taken action, and then circumvent those excuses. Find a way around those excuses and try again. And forget about what people think. Because I can tell you right now, the last people that are ever going to support you fully are the people who love you and your friends. You know, all those people on social media and Facebook, I appreciate you guys if you're listening. I love you guys. But I'm telling you what, you aren't the best group of supporters for a guy like me. If I were to rely on the number of likes and the number of shares I get on my podcast and all the things I put out there every day, I would be the pit. I would never do this again. See, we will never find the motivation to take any major action in our life from anyone besides ourselves. That's where your energy comes from to fail and try again. You have to own it. You have to wake up every day and say, you know what, this is mine. This is my thing. I have chosen this and I'm going to do it. That's the secret to success. That's the secret to success in your relationship, in your job, in your personal self-esteem, your personal being, your personal healing, because we're all broken. You pick it. Success is the culmination of failure. It is running out of ways to fail. Oh, bam, that didn't work. Oh, bam, this didn't work. An example is I'm working on this podcast thing and I just got into TikTok. Now TikTok is a vertical format. It's not designed to be landscape format. It's a vertical format. So all of my videos, if you look at them, they're horizontal. So I'm over here trying to figure out, okay, how do I take a video and convert it to a vertical format without having to redo a complete video just to accommodate TikTok? I started this morning. Guess what? This morning I failed. As soon as I get done doing podcasts, I'm going to try again. You know why? Because that's the secret to success. Because your failures don't matter except for when they keep you from taking another shot at it, right? So what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do with your life, and where are you going with your life? Now that's the other issue, and we'll get into that, but that's the other issue a lot of us face, and that is the failure to act. A failure to get so stimulated and inspired by some idea that you're willing to broaden your map. You're willing to explore places in your life you've never been. You're willing to learn things you don't currently know anything about. And are you going to just win at it? No, you're not. You're going to fail. And that's okay. Because that's how life works, right? Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about what I think. Take the pieces of this puzzle that I'm trying to hand you, grab a hold of the stuff that fits and might work for you, and then go for it. Use it. I'm going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep showing up because this reminds me of what the possibilities are. By showing up here and getting the podcast done for you and showing up and sharing my ideas with you, it reminds me of what my true potential is. And it's about picking a destination, pushing on, failing and pushing on some more. And that's the ticket right there. So I hope this has helped. I hope you'll continue to show up. I hope you will share. I'm just doing what I can do. And if it's not good enough yet, maybe it will be. And if so, it's just because I've gotten better. And maybe if not, it's because you're not ready for this. And maybe there's a possibility you won't be. But if you got anything in the back of your mind that you're thinking, boy, I would really like to do this. I would really like to change that. This is a great place to start. So keep that in mind. And as always, just remember, today's your day. Make it a good one.